My ding ding dong. Oh, you touch my tra-la-la.
Bargain bin, let's see what crowd is in. Baba Dave and his hair, he's old man, but please don't stare. Alright, he's on the bargain bin. Next on up is Jacobus, with computer skills most dubious. Can he play a video stream? Way, here is the bargain bin. Bonus section, it's area black. For the furries, he's got your back. Along with Neve, that rhymes with Steve. Can she weave? She'll knit you a sleeve. Whoa, they're on the bargain bin. It's on Monday night. If you're lucky, it's on time. It's a pile of shite, but to miss it is a crime. Just out the gate, it's Rob TP. He's not a dog, but he'll make you pee. Up for a laugh, he'll laugh at Oat. If he falls flat, he'll get his coat. Whoa, we are the bargain bin. You hear the bargain bin, huh? This is the bargain bin.
Yo, what's happening? Welcome back to the Bing Bong Show, or the Aria Blackness solo hour, until the rest of the gang show up. Here's what's going to happen. Rob and Jack will show up a little bit later on. I don't know when exactly, but we have a very special occasion today. I don't want to waste any time because we have 3 minutes until the launch of his brand new book. So without further ado, let's bring on the man himself. It is RJ from Critical Blast.
Oh, we're launching. I have not done this. I did it once 5 years ago. I forgot all about it. And it wasn't a big thing.
And stop you there. Aren't you the guy that fulfills other people's crowdfunding campaigns?
Other people's, yes. Yes. That's fine. You know, if they screw up their campaign, I just wait till they fix it. You know, I'm on the tail end of all that stuff. This is the first time that we've had a project of this magnitude that we've run the launch for. We sponsored Pedro Eng's Tropical Magics. So that was technically in our name, but it was like, here's the link, go in and build your campaign and make it the way you want it to be. We'll just take care of the hosting for you, because he was in Brazil and Panama and couldn't.
Yeah. That's right. I forgot certain regions can't do the Indiegogo thing.
It's weird. I don't know why they can't. I'm sure there's a logical reason for it, but Jacobus doesn't have the StreamYard link.
Here's the thing, right? I was so well prepared for this early stream, I forgot to drop the rest of the bargain bin, the link. Okay, dude, it's in the Twitter chat. There we go. Okay, sounds like he's ready. So we'll hold out for 2 more minutes until launch time. But this is a devilish themed book. What's the title again? Remind me.
It is. This one is The Devil You Know Better. This is the follow-up to The Devil You Know, which we did 2 years ago without a crowdfunder. We just straight out published it to Amazon as a paperback. This one is already on Amazon as paperback. It went out about a week and a half to 2 weeks ago. But this hardcover is not going to be that version. Hey, Jacobus.
Oi, how's it going?
Hey, what's up?
Going well. We're getting ready to launch.
I ain't on here for long because I got a pizza in the oven. So I'm going to dip off in a minute, eat my pizza, and then come back like an absolute hero.
Okay, when you come back, the campaign will be live, and then we can go through it.
So we're trying to launch it at 6 on 6 at 6. So
it is about to be 6.
It's about to be 6.
We did there. Okay. Do we have is anyone keeping track of the seconds? Because I don't know when it's going to change over.
6.
So, it's 6 now. Okay. Are you ready?
It is 6 now. So I'm going to give you the link in the private chat there.
Okay. You tell me when you're ready, and I'll launch the countdown.
Almost ready to go. Oh my God. What's it saying? It's saying that they're okay. It changed.
I was just about to say, if you've done all that stuff it asks you to do just before your lunch that no one's ever prepared for.
Well, it was filled out, and they said, "Hey, where's your basic stuff?" I'm like, "It was there."
Do we need more than a 10-second countdown?
What is it? What does it leave? Oh, I have to have an FAQ question. I have to have an FAQ. So let's put a simple FAQ question. What am I getting?
A book.
A book.
A book.
Yes.
Lovely.
There we go. Save and continue. Come on. Review and launch. But before you can launch, please. Oh, what is the basics that you want? See, this is why you can't just launch on a specific time. I'm going to save and continue all the way through here. It's already got the funds. It already knows everything else. What else do you want, people? Save and continue. Review and launch. Let's go. Let's go. It still says basics are missing. What basics are missing?
The basics.
Not to
check basics. Oh, it's not keeping the state. Oh, because, okay, so I'm putting in the abbreviation for my state because it drops down from things that I've saved before.
Yeah.
They want the full spelling of the state.
What state is it?
Arkansas. So they want me to spell it all the way out.
The state of this is shocking right now.
No.
I mean, to be fair, at least this is a very common thing. I don't think I've ever seen a book launch where they've just pressed launch and it's gone through straight away.
It's
the way it's launched. Oh, fuck.
Never.
So
it's launching. It's launched. Okay, your campaign is live. Oh.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay, we're gonna
6 of the 6.
Yeah.
Well, according to my clock right here, it is 6 o'clock. Okay.
Yes. Hang on time.
Yeah, exactly. So by the time this 10-second counter is done, the campaign will be live.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Hey! There you go.
And it's alive.
Whoa, what was that?
It's alive.
That sounds like me, that does.
I'm not
I
looking
tried
at
to
the
use-
screen right now. Who was that? Was that RJ?
I had my voice changer on for just a moment because it's the same voice changer I use to make the video that is on this campaign. That is actually me doing the voiceover.
Wait, okay, we're live. I apologize. My screen has gone all sorts of weird right now.
Oh no!
Okay,
I can
stream
see
ads
you
is
sharing
happening. Okay, cool. So the devil you know better. It's live. Give us the lowdown, dude. Give us the elevator pitch.
All right. So the pitch on this one is that we put out a call for stories. We said, give us your best story about a chance meeting with the devil, whether you sign a contract, get coffee, bump into him on the street, share a bus seat, whatever you do. And it could be any genre. It can be horror. It can be comedy. It can be folktale. We've got some science fiction in there. And we were not disappointed. And to give, new writers gravitas, because that was one of the things I always set out to do with these anthologies was to find new writers who haven't been published anywhere else yet, but who are good. To be able to say, hey, I got published in this book and I'm in there with, and to be able to say names that people will know. In this case, that's
a really good idea, that is, RJ. More people should do that.
Well, I've been a book reviewer for longer than Critical Blast. I mean, before Critical Blast was around, I was with an outfit called The Trades. So I've been at this for over 20 years. And I've made contacts with Scholastic and Simon & Schuster and different authors. So I can approach them and say, hey, small press, not much. Would you help? And, we'll pay you a story. And they've always, come through. In this case, we have Mike Barron and Hart Fisher have contributed pieces to this book. So, new writers will be able to say, I'm in a book with Mike Barron and Hart Fisher. Not a bad way to kick off your writing career. Because, once you've been published once, it's a lot easier to get published second time.
Yeah. That was the thoughts of Twisted Fairy Tales. And when they see the book, they might have second thoughts, but
well, I'm looking forward to it. But this book here, we've done the paperback. We did the paperback for The Devil You Know 2 years ago, and this was the follow-up to it. This version is going to be a hardcover. It's going to be numbered, and it's going to be limited to basically however many are ordered on this campaign. We're going to round it up to the nearest 10 or the nearest 20 just for damage replacement and, make it easier on the printer to print a full lot of them. But other than that, we're not going to keep this one open. It's going to go through the end of its campaign life. It will not go in demand. The books will be numbered 1 of, 2 of, however many it is we print. Mike Barron and Hart Fisher are going to be signing book plates that will be affixed into the book. So it will be a signed edition. I will sign it under the editor's page, so there'll be 3 signatures total. I may have just devalued the entire book now.
Mike?
Yeah, we're refunding the ones that just came in already because, he's signing it. It should take time.
Very cool.
Right, folks, I'm really sorry. I've got to jump off, but I'll be back on shortly.
Grab pizza. Yes.
Okay.
We'll see you soon.
Well, Jacobus will be back shortly with his pizza. I hope he shares.
Yes,
And,
I could use some pizza.
Yeah, dude, it's cool launching another book. We've only done a couple on the bargain bin so far.
Well, have you shared audio with this screen?
Nope.
Of course not. No one does. We never share the audio with the screen.
Let me rectify
I
that.
always miss it myself.
Wait. Let me fix that. There we go. Should we hit the trailer then?
Yeah, hit the trailer. Let's take a listen to it. Remember, this is just me and PowerPoint. Now, I will say before you launch it, my initial foray into this was a little clumsy because I don't have good studio equipment. Chris Brawley at Bleeding Fool took my audio and really cleaned it up and synced it a little bit better to the video. It was very subtle, but it does come out a lot better. So, hat tip to Chris Brawley and Bleeding Fool for helping me out with that.
Did you say you made this video on PowerPoint?
Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah, I do everything in PowerPoint. I've animated cartoons in PowerPoint.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? PowerPoint. Before I discovered Photoshop, I used PowerPoint to do everything. And if you know what you're doing on there, it's quite powerful. And
it is.
You'd be surprised.
You can do all the same layering in PowerPoint that you do in Photoshop.
Yeah,
remove backgrounds and everything. It takes a little effort, but
yeah. Okay, cool. I'm interested. Let's watch this video.
We've crossed paths more than once. I've whispered in your ear, shown you harmless little temptations. I am unknowable, yet you know me intimately. But you can always know me better. Collected here are 20 twisted tales that will thrill, chill, incite, and delight you from some of the most imaginative minds your species has to offer. This exclusive Indiegogo printing of The Devil You Know Better will be limited and numbered, with signatures from Mike Barron and Hart D. Fisher. Stretch goals achieved for this campaign will add interior chapter illustrations by Stefano Cardacelli. The Devil You Know Better. Back it on Indiegogo today, while you still can.
Dude, that's a work of technical genius there that you've done that with PowerPoint.
You find animated GIFs and you just throw them on there and work with it.
That's right. That's cool.
Oh, it is tedious, Mike Jimmy. It's especially if you're trying to remove backgrounds on something, because every time you click something to remove a background, it undoes something you did somewhere else on the image. It's just fixing it all over the place. So sometimes I'll just go out to like LunaPic and load the picture up and say, "Hey, load it here. We got one backer." Michael McCartney says there are two, so we'll watch out for that. But thank you guys, appreciate it. Yes, I will be doing international shipping because hey, we ship stuff, so international shipping is not a problem for us.
Yeah. Have we got another backer? Maybe it's just being slow. It'll come through in a minute.
Indiegogo is very slow.
But, dude, you're giving me a flashback to just before art school, before I started painting for Photoshop, and I was graphic designing on PowerPoint. I was working as a freelance graphic designer, and the people who were paying me had no idea I was making the posters on PowerPoint.
It's a very powerful tool. I've like I said, I did a college project in 2000, and nobody knew then, at least the majority of people didn't know that you could embed videos into PowerPoint and throw effects on top of them. So I had like television screens whirling into the screen because, PowerPoint, you do fancy stuff, and they'd stop, and then, MPEG video would start playing. People like, what's he doing that in? It's like, PowerPoint. It's right there. It says it.
Very cool. I'm going to drop the link to the stream in the live chat, and anyone who wants to join the launch party with us, feel free to. Here we go. There's the StreamYards link. So we'll see if anyone shows up.
Very cool. The more the merrier. Hell hath enlarged itself. Come in.
I think Mike's excited. Dudes, anyone in the chat, let me know how your weekends were. Were you all celebrating the Jubilee? I know I was. So, yeah, let me know.
Yeah, you're right, Jack, because I'm selling PowerPoint more than I am the book right now.
Okay. Right. The next best thing, The Devil You Know Better.
Yes.
Let's talk about the book. Lovely.
Wow. It's, God, I wish I had it in front of me to show and to talk about.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike. It's just this book was not RJ sitting down and putting it together. This was a lot of submissions came through here, so I had some help weeding through them all. Damascus Minsmeyer, who's a contributor and who's also a contributor at Critical Blast, helped me weed through them. I was like, look, there's too many for me to read. Go through them, and whatever's not like formatted according to the William Shunn manuscript, and whatever has more than 2 misspellings on the first page, throw them out and tell me what you think is good. And then I read what he said was good, and then did further weeding out from there. I have visitors. I have a bird feeder on this window in front of me, and they finally found it. So I have tufted titmice. Can I say that on YouTube?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, because you're talking about the actual bird.
Yeah, it's a little tufted titmouse, and it's I can never say it at work. I'm like, I don't want to go to HR telling you the kinds of birds that come to my feeder. But eventually we got a very good mix. We got some good comedy. We got some serious horror. Some of it almost blasphemous horror. But for the devil, I think that's a good thing. This stretch goal image here, I want to give a big shout out to the Global Frequency team, because they really helped me with this. This is our list of stretch goals, and
nice.
To theme it out, they've made it the 9 circles of hell.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we have contacted Stefano Cardicelli and gotten some rates for him. We're going to do some black and white. I kept saying chapter illustrations, but they're basically story illustrations. For every $500 that we hit, we're going to go to Stefano and we're going to say, here's one of the stories, draw an illustration for it. And then we're going to precede the story with that illustration. We've already contracted 2 of them. Those are the 2 you saw in the video. Just, on faith alone that, hey, we're going to hit 1,000. Plus we wanted to have some images to show in the campaign to say, hey, This is what they're going to look like. If we get all 20 of the stories, that's of course $10,000. I would be over the moon if we hit that. But I still think it's doable too. I've seen plenty of campaigns get there and further. And hopefully, what we're offering is something that book collectors will want. This is it's a $25 hardcover.
That's
and if we
not
get all,
bad at all.
No, I don't think so. And if we hit all the stretch goals, it'll be 308 pages total.
Wow. I mean, we kind of did the same with Flying Words. Like, this is a writing anthology that I organized a couple of years ago. And every chapter, every short story by every writer has a different intro. Let me find the next one. We'll find another one in general. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
We haven't sold any one of these in 3 years since we made it. So if anyone wants a free book, you just pay for shipping and you can get 11 short stories because I need to get rid of these.
So since Goose is in the chat, yes, I'm cleanly shaven. And what do you mean you weren't interested in the Jubilee? People used to get executed for that kind of talk. You're banned from the show.
Arya's
save the queen.
We're kind of losing it up here and growing it out here.
Yeah.
Arya's done it the other way around.
It's because I've had like job interviews recently, so I've had to lose the goatee. So,
do you have to tie it back when you go on a job interview?
Oh yeah,
yeah, I thought so.
Otherwise,
Caca!
I mean, he's not the only one getting some long hair by now.
Oh, look at that!
Oh, geez.
I'd never noticed with the headphones on all the time how Christ-like
No,
you were
it's pretty long by now. Comes down to like here, and then I got out of the shower, and it's like, whoop.
You better be careful. People be nailing you to a cross soon.
Yeah, just another Tuesday.
Okay.
I have long flowing hair now.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
I don't know what's in the background. It's not my room.
No, look at me.
I shaved my head like 10 years ago and I kept it shaved and I quit doing it. And even now, if I don't paste it down like this, yesterday I was like, I'm not pasting it down. I'll just wear a hat. I took the hat off and I was like, poof. It was like white man's afro, and blowing and waving in the wind, sticking straight up. It was horrible.
And now I'm going to put it back because I actually don't like loose hair.
Dude, this started out. This was going to be the show where I was on my own for like a long time, but we've got lots of guests now, and I'm very, very pleased about that. So,
yeah.
Hello, everyone.
We didn't want you being a loner.
Yeah, I looked a bit lonely, right? Jim, what's happening? You still
just
the pigeon?
Chowing down. I was the love pigeon, caca, but he got bird flu. And now, as you might see from my new title, it says Jim at Studio 7 because I launched a soft launch, a collectibles company for miniatures and sculptures and stuff like that. So we just did the Charlie Chaplin one for Charlie's London.
Mm-hmm.
And then may or may not have something to do with a certain alternative comics publisher.
But
I'm also doing a load of stuff for myself because I'm going solo, baby. So there's a lot of interesting things coming up in the future.
Cool, dude. Share the visuals with us if you want to.
We'll try. I'm just having a pizza at the minute.
Oh.
It's still early. It was my
Share
dinner
that with us
time.
as well.
Well,
right.
Hold on then.
Right now is dinner time. So RJ, we've got one tier on this campaign.
I see it, and I appreciate it. And if we get one every day for the next 60 days, because I am going to extend it. I'm going to go the full 60 on it. But like I said, it will not go in demand, so it's going to be kept limited that way.
Very cool. Yeah.
Well, guys, be sure to grab it because they're not going to make anything extra.
No, we're going to make, like I said, we're going to round it up. However many we're printing, we're going to round it up to the nearest 10 or 20 just to have a stock to replace damaged stuff. And after that, You won't be able to get it on Amazon. You won't be able to get it at any other bookstore. It will not be distributed. And you'll know how many there are because each book is going to be, one of the total number, two of the total number. And that numbering, by the way, will occur in the order of backing. So the earlier you back, the lower your number will be. I almost said that it will be your backer number. So Michael's would be one of however many. But as things go along, people will, refund or they'll pull out. So then you'll have holes in the list. So it's basically, if you were the 15th backer, even if you're not backer 15, then your book will be 15 of however many there were. Digital, no, there are no digitals of this one. There will be eventually a digital of the current paperback. The paperback, which won't be signed, isn't limited and doesn't have the illustrations in it. That's the one that's available on Amazon right now for about $17. But
can I make a suggestion and put the soft cover on there too, and just order like 50 of them?
We can put the soft, because I can order the soft covers right now. It's in print. This is a done thing.
No, exactly. Like it's already done. So why don't you just throw in the soft covers? If people want to save those $5 for some reason,
I could do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually did put the Amazon link on the campaign somewhere.
Well, there you go. So.
Yeah, down at the bottom, other ways you can help. I said if the signed hardcover isn't for you, but you still want to read the stories, you can always get the paperback version from Amazon, and there's the Amazon link.
Add the digital and the soft cover just because you can. Like, give the creators a little extra money. Make it a little easier on yourself. And it gives yourself a little wiggle room as well when it comes to fulfillment. Like, suddenly, because shipping is going up.
Tell me about it.
It's going up again. And printing is as well. So, like, if you're going to fulfill this in like 2 months, you might have a different price to pay per copy. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. We're not going to fulfill in 2 months. The campaign will be ending in 2 months, obviously, but we can't go straight to fulfillment because here's the thing. The cover has to be readjusted for whatever the number of pages is going to be.
Of course.
So if it's going to be, anywhere between 280 and 308, then we have to get that file readjusted. It's going to take a day, get an artist to work with the existing cover. I'm even thinking about changing the cover that's there so that it has something distinctive on it, like maybe putting, limited edition in print on the bottom of it, something out of the way, but enough to distinctively differentiate it from the paperback one, if anyone sees an image online. So there's that. Then I've got to order the book plates to number, send those to Mike with the postage to send them to Hart with the postage to send them back to me, and then assemble. By the time I get them back, I'll have the hardcovers in hand and ready to begin assembling and shipping.
Okay, I've got a question.
Yes.
Am I the only one here who doesn't know what a book plate is?
Okay, a book plate.
How dare you?
Imagine if I wanted to ship all the books.
That wasn't me.
Audio's freaking out.
Whoa.
It's because you didn't know what a book plate was.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I upset.
Whoa.
We're going to send Mike and Hart 4x6.
Oh, RJ, your mic is freaking
Playing
out.
up. Whew. That hurt.
I only muted you then to see if it was you.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Back.
I don't know why it would have done that.
Is it completely plugged in?
Yeah, it's a simple. Well, maybe it wasn't. I felt it shift a little bit.
Oh.
That'll do the trick.
Yeah, so
It's
you
a
went
simple USB mic with no controls.
Mm.
like book plate that conjures up like visions of sitting down for a nice meal of.
Well, it would be prohibitively expensive to ship the books to Mike Barron and then ship the books to Hart and then have them ship them back to me. So what we do is we send them these 4x6 stickers with the place for them. In fact, it's going to look, if you the image you've got up there right now, the rightmost side of the screen, that is the book plate. You can see where Mike Barron's going to sign and Hart's going to sign. So they'll get an envelope of a stack of stickers, and they'll sign it. And then when they come back to me, I'm going to open the book. I'm going to put each one on the inside front cover.
Thank you.
So as soon as you open it, there it is.
I was nearly afraid you were gonna just put it on the cover, and I was like, no, don't do that.
No. You don't cover the cover. You protect the signature by putting it in the book.
Exactly.
And then as I do that, I'm going to handwrite the numbers underneath of it. So
Just stick it on the cover for Mike's copy, okay? Just for a laugh.
oh, I can do that.
Bastard. No, but this looks cool, man. I'm definitely gonna get this once I actually have money, because I first have to send you 2 big boxes of Love on Korra stuff. Still.
Yes. Looking forward
And the
to
Radiant
that.
site and a lot of other things.
Yeah, dude, Mike. I don't know
Yeah.
if you caught last week's stream, but I mentioned the big package that you sent me.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, that was good of you sending so many comics. I was expecting like 5.
No, you got what is left. So there's 20 made.
Yeah.
I fulfilled everything on the campaign, and whatever is left of your cover is completely free to do with whatever you want. And
Jeez,
same for all the other variant cover artists.
very
See,
good
the
of you, dude.
U.S. people who got Life on Korra, the ones that got it fulfilled in the U.S., theirs came with a little something extra.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Came with a little stick pin of. I
It came
forgot
with
what-
beautiful bags too. I actually got one here.
Oh, that's right. I shipped you the extra bags, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. There you go.
Did I send you the extra pins?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, good.
I had like,
Maybe some people did get them.
yeah, I got like 5 of them, or something. But I'm terrible at forgetting goodies that I still have. But
Right.
yeah, no, those pins are cool. I've got one on my hat actually.
Yeah, I've got
Right,
one on
right.
my head as well. This one's a spare one. It's going to have to go to somebody
Yeah, there
for
you
some
go.
reason.
Right next to Eagle Raven. Why is she to the side? There we go.
Dude, that is a pirate's hat if I ever did see one.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
it
this
is.
is my tricorn. And there's only 1 feather left because my cat attacks them all the time. There we go. So I got.
Is a tricorner hat something that's still commonly worn in places in Europe, or is that?
No, this is from a
anachronistic?
pirate outfit for Renaissance fairs.
Okay.
Oh, it's not just something you wear at the shops then.
No.
I'll show you my pin. So look at that.
Ah, there
Look
we
at that beautiful
go.
pin.
You know, if my fellow Christians weren't already offended by the title of this stream and the subject matter, me not wearing a cross so that I can show this off today would just be the icing on the cake.
And look at that beautiful T-shirt that it's pinned on too.
Yeah, and you can still get yours, and it will arrive in a few months' time when I actually fulfill the campaign.
Looking forward to getting my copy of Tailless.
Oh.
Adventures of Tailless in Outer Space. Let's use the full
Oh
title.
yeah, I want
Hell
my
yeah.
cat. I want my Keshi figure to be on
And
that shelf behind me.
Have you seen how many people have decided to follow Arya into the world of Keshi?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I was the first, and now there's like 5 or 6. But
Yeah, they're all copying.
I mean, have you seen how many people followed me in the world of plushies?
yes, I
Oh my
have.
god!
I'm going to be fulfilling some of those plushy things. Not just yours, but George Gatsis is doing Little
Yeah.
Baby Joe King. They're doing a Little Baby Cthulhu plushie. So it's going to be an
Yeah.
interesting shift in the paradigm of how I ship things, because I'm used to Gemini or box, and now I've got to oh wait, this is a plushie. It's got to go into something different.
No, I found that with my mailers, and to be fair, they're slightly bigger. You can fold your Geminis to have the plushie still safe and close them with the
Really?
comics.
I'll check that. If it fits, I'll do it.
You just want to put an extra bit of tape between like the inside flaps
Yeah.
and the outside, so they get stuck a little more. But it works. It works for me.
Give that a shot.
You'll have to show RJ that trick. They what was I going to say then? Oh yeah, here's a quick little Taylor's update though. Is when I was pitching the book to people, I was saying this is going to be 80 to 100 pages. Well, I'm putting the PDF together now because like 95% of all the artwork is done. So I'm putting the PDF together, and it's already at 100 pages.
Nice.
So, like, I've laid it out so that all the artwork's done, and the only artwork that hasn't been lettered, I've left space for. We're already at 100 pages. Add to that the bonus section that's got to go on it now. It's going to be a nice chunky little book. So, yeah. Is that. And I'll put that in writing on the campaign pretty soon. So, yeah, look out for that. Package talk. I'm surprised we don't have a big package on this campaign. We just got the one.
Just
big
the one.
package.
Yeah. This was kept very simple.
Big book.
This will probably come with a bookmark because I have the bookmark template already created for this. It came with the cover artwork from the designers. They're like, hey, here's your banner, here's your cover artwork. I'm like, thank you, appreciate it. If we get past the 10,000 stretch goal, get that 20th piece of art in there, I'm thinking about, and I'm not committing to it yet because that's why it's not on there. But if we get past the 10,000, then the next stretch goal will probably be a collection of all the prints on glossy in an envelope.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. How many stories are there in total in this book?
There are 20 stories, and I've mixed them up so it's like, it's not like horror comedy. It has its peaks and ebbs as far as tones go.
Okay, very good.
Nice.
Is there a story in particular in the collection that you find really interesting?
There is, and I hesitate to talk about it because the author is a close friend of mine for like 35 years. He was the one who taught me how to get into publishing. I'd been writing on my own, and he'd been published. And he's like, here's what you're not doing. Troy Reiser wrote The Kingman Deal, and it's set during the golden age of television. And it's, it's got a television comedian who's hiring a private eye to find the devil. He's like, here are pictures of him at these historic events. This is the guy I want you to find and bring. So it's very much a noir detective kind of story.
Cool.
So it's a missing persons case, and your basic Sam Spade is on the hunt for his quarry, and the quarry just happens to be the devil.
No, that actually really sounds cool.
I'd read that.
Turning already.
I love detectives and whodunits.
Very nice. Why don't you give us another pitch for another one of the stories in the book?
Oh, let me just bring up the stories, and I'll. I've got all these folders.
Looking for a story. Can I just give a quick Twisted Fairy Tales update?
Yes, please.
We have the 3 trading cards.
Ooh.
All done, ready to go.
Ooh.
We have Eric's print, looking awesome, ready to go.
Nice.
We have Shane's print, looking awesome, ready to go. We have the bargain bin bookmark, awesome, ready to go. We have the bargain bin badges, absolutely amazing, awesome, ready to go. Got the floppy, absolutely amazing, not quite ready to go.
Big floppy.
And
Big floppy.
Big floppy. And then once the edits have been done on the floppy, we're going to get the hard ones and some more floppy ones, and they're going to be coming through your letterbox.
Hard
Just
ones.
like a modern glory hole.
Yeah.
I love it when you bring in the hard ones.
We're gonna make that the tagline of the show now. The bargain bin. Some hard ones and some floppy ones.
We all know who are the floppy ones.
Dave is 2 of them.
There you go.
Okay.
I've got the table of contents pulled up here. So I'll
Okay.
go from memory about what these stories are.
Yeah.
There's 20 of them. Getting them straight is going to be
Just
issue. I'm not
just pick out a couple highlights. Give us
pick out a couple highlights. Syntaxes is one that I particularly liked, and I don't want to get too far into it because the O. Henry twist ending on it is just chef's kiss superb. This one's from Tim McDaniel, and it's about a guy who has made his deal with the devil. His deal is coming due pretty soon here. But in the meantime, all the riches that he's accumulated from this netherworldly deal has attracted the attention of the IRS. And they would really like to know where his funds are coming from. So he can't die. He can't have his soul relinquished until he's fulfilled his tax obligation to the IRS. So there is that, and apparently they have jurisdiction. Theirs comes first. Tea with the Devil. This is from, I believe, well, I know it's Anna Taborska. I believe she's in the UK, and it's story of a guy who gets regular visits from the devil for tea and sympathy. They're just buddies. He comes and talks every once in a while with the guy to find out how the world is deteriorating and why it's all getting blamed on him. Don't Be Cruel by Ray Zacek is a hunt for the devil, assisted by the ghost of Elvis Presley.
Very cool.
Let's see one other one here. Protege is by Ken McGregor, and it is about a musical prodigy child who is being groomed to take over for the role of the devil, and is signing his contract. So,
does he go down to Georgia?
He does not go down to Georgia, nor does he play fiddle that I'm aware of.
I bet he plays something totally that you wouldn't think of, like the bassoon or something. But he's just really, really good at it.
He plays Kenny G because what else are they going to play in hell? I need to step away. The FedEx guy is knocking. I'll be right back.
Yes.
I thought RJ was the FedEx guy.
We have been joined by Her Majesty.
Oh, hello, Majesty. I like seeing people's pussies.
Mm-hmm. She's a pretty one.
Put it away. This is a PG show.
Hell no. I love it when she's on my lap.
PG stands for Pussygate.
Exactly.
Fucking hell. Right. Just give me a moment. I'm going to get some visual stimuli of work that I've done.
That sounds like
No, I'm just looking for. I'm loading up ZBrush for some of the statues, but it's killing my computer while I'm trying to stream.
Yeah. I was going to bring up the InDesign file of Taylor's to show everyone, but that's not going to happen. So you're just going to have to take my word for it. Everything I just said about it.
Well,
I am back.
I've
received my packages, and there's a giant raccoon sitting on top of my squirrel feeder.
Uh-oh.
He's going to make a fine hat someday. Now, I live out here in the literal wilderness. I mean, I'm surrounded by forests on top of a mountain. And this little squirrel feeder that I put out here for my amusement has attracted chipmunks. I get a lot of those. Groundhogs, they eat it off the ground. I had 2 deer have come out here and just start grazing whatever the squirrels knock off. The raccoon, I'm waiting for a bear. I know we have them, but I don't know if they eat them. That will top off the list. And I finally got a photo of this pileated woodpecker that is in the area. He's huge, but he's been like the Bigfoot of all the animals that come around here, because every time he's there, I grab my camera, I aim, and he's gone. He does not hang around. He just hammers a few times and then he's out. And usually he's on the bad side of the tree where I can't get a good shot. This last week he was just there, snapped, got him, and good thing I did because he was gone immediately after. Big.
So this is the intro for the animated pilot that I'm making for La Foncora.
Go on, dude, show us.
And it's all roughs, but the flow is there, and that's what's most important. Got someone who is working on making the sound design. And once I have a new pen display, because I'm currently very handicapped,
Okay. No.
I'm gonna start actually working on things. But yeah, I've been going pretty far in the storyboard and everything. So that is
was
coming.
really cool.
Cinematic.
It looks nice and fluid.
Yeah, I'm proud. I'm proud of it more than I expected for a first venture into animation.
What
I
do you
want
make
to-
that on? What program are you using to make that?
Clip Studio.
Nice.
Yeah,
When I
no.
first upgraded to Clip from Manga Studio, one of the first things I tried to do was like head turn animation, but
Mhm.
I just don't have the patience for it.
Oh boy.
But it's actually no. I'm fucking lying out my ass. I actually did do an animation. I don't know if it's still on my Instagram. 1 second. I'll have to get that up.
Yeah, get it. So what I planned to do was pepper questions from this random picker wheel throughout
Oh boy.
the interview with RJ, but I totally forgot I had it about 5 minutes into the stream. So why don't we just rapid fire a few of them right now, and see what RJ has to say for himself. Also, you guys can answer them your own way as well if you want to. So
While we're here,
yeah. Okay, this one's a challenge. RJ, pitch me a crowdfunding campaign that doesn't exist.
Oh, a crowdfunding campaign that doesn't exist. All right, so this campaign is for peel away carpet. Tired of vacuuming all the time when it's time to clean the house? Don't worry about it. With the new peel away carpet, you have multiple layers. Just go to the corner of your room, lift it up. It's like Post-it notes. Pull up the corner, roll it up, throw it away, expose an entirely new carpet underneath.
wow,
I'm sold.
Kind of want that.
Nailed it.
sold.
That was brilliant. Well done.
Well
If
done.
we reach $10,000, we'll get a stretch goal for, peel away linoleum for the kitchen.
I tell you what, Mike, you answer this next one.
Dude, improv and I do not mix. Oh boy.
Okay, that's an easy one. What's been your favorite crowdfunding campaign so far?
That has to be Laugh on Quarter 4. Just first of all, launching with you guys and having, the penis fish. That does not get old.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh man, that was hilarious. So yeah, no, and that campaign as a whole was just great. And I loved doing that one. And yeah, that one was a great one.
Yeah, that's definitely part of the highlight reel of the bargain bin, that stream.
Oh yeah.
Don't show it. No.
Go on, Jim. You can answer this one.
Oh fuck. Oh hell yeah! All right. Well, I've changed my life. I am now an incel. So I'm gonna have to play Kill You All. At least I'll survive. Wait, I've got to marry someone, so I'll marry. Actually, no. I will shave Arya, and I'll hope that RJ FedExes me a volleyball so I can put the wig on it. Basically, my own little Wilson. I'll call that Dave because he's got bulbous features. I don't even mean to be offensive here. Jack, I will drain his whole body of urine and somehow make it into whiskey. This is not even following the rules of this thing, is it?
Yeah, you're
A very elaborate way to say that you want to drink my piss.
And Rob, he's gonna have to. Well, there's 3 choices for 4 people, so Rob's also gonna have to just get killed. Oh wait, I take it back. No, I'll have to kill Dave for food.
Exactly.
No
And then
specific
you can
reason.
do whatever you want with the others.
But as long as I get Arya's hair, I might even just stitch it to my own head, to be honest.
I don't want to hang out with you now, Jim, because I'm afraid you
Yes, you
can
do. Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
I'll tell you to share my screen in a second. Don't do it yet.
Okay, but
Because I
guess
just
who's
realised-
from the 1970s. It's Rob.
Hey,
Hey! Talking of big packages.
big package!
Okay, so I realized my animation is a lot shitter than I remember, and I was also speaking very poorly, very poor Japanese, which I'm a lot better now. But I'm not going to do a voiceover for it again.
Oh,
And there's-
Anthony,
and there's-
another Utsukushi. Sorry, carry on, please.
And
You're
there's
doing what to
literally
the pussy?
the only real animated thing in it is a fucking blotchy placeholder for a leaf.
Oh boy.
But here it is anyway. Roll that clip.
Oh boy.
Tell me when, because I can't see the screen now. I've only got one monitor.
Yeah, there you go.
Another wa Kyoshindararo, another ga shita koto sotete no tamne, another ga arenda sendaku wa koku ni matarashita. Watashi mo. Another wa Kyoshindararo, another ga shita koto sotete no tamne, another ga arenda sendaku wa koku ni matarashita. Watashi mo. Yeah, another wa. Okay, enough of that.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you can hear that.
follow any of that.
No, it's literally a scene from the first issue of Doomsday Kingdom, where basically he's tied up this prisoner and he's giving this speech, because this is like the halfway point of the first issue where it's all revealed what the hell is actually happening with this prisoner. And the guy's just basically saying all of the decisions that you've made in your life have now led you to this moment where I have captured you and you're tied to this post. And the last things you're going to hear before you die is the sound of your own voice as he lures zombies to eat him on the post. But there's a mystery, because you find out the prisoner somehow escapes. And that's what starts the story off. But yeah, anyway, enough of that shit. Let's go to Charlie Chaplin.
So these zombies, like, I've missed a whole lot. So if this has been answered already, I apologize. But like, does this guy like have a sign above his head for zombies get it here?
No, he literally shouts them.
Okay.
It's on the edge of this woods near this mysterious house.
Okay.
And he's basically shouting like, "Come and get some fresh blood!"
Come and get it while it's warm.
And precisely, he did not say, "Come and get some fresh meat," because the zombies also have a twist. Yeah, so this is the turnaround. It took too long to load up the file, but essentially this is based on Statistical Zero's Buster and the Tramp comic strips that's in the end of book 1 of Charlie's London. The same person who did Jacobus badges, the designs. So this is a 3D render of it, and it's being sold exclusively in. Oh shit! I've lost all my fucking photographs. Oh, doing a little spin. It's being exclusively sent in the Caboodles box, the collector's box. So all of the statues are going to be in silver. There we go. So initially, I was pinning them myself because I've been experimenting in the background of doing castings, and I didn't want to just say that if I couldn't end up doing it. But now it's looking likely that they might actually be printed in a more professional setting and casted in a more professional setting, which just basically means that there's going to be a lot of cleanup to sand everything down and get like a really good master copy. And that way it's a lot quicker for production to like make a resin copy or whatever, or polyurethane, because I want it slightly flexible because of the cane. I'm kind of worried about it snapping. But these are going in their own little individual boxes, which are getting stamped with the Charlie Chaplin Trump logo. But yeah, so that's going with the Charlie Chaplin stuff. And then it comes with a certificate of authenticity. I don't even know if it's showing. No, it's still on the same screen, isn't it? Let me just go on the one. It comes with a certificate of authenticity in the form of a comic cover, because we had to change it very last minute. I actually painted a cover using obviously what I've designed, but we ended up giving the cover to Peter Gilmore instead. So this is going to be the front of the certificate of authenticity, which you should be able to see if you put the screen back on, Aria.
Aria's gonna be right back.
Okay, let's all imagine how amazing this is, and then be disappointed.
Wow,
when it
that's
comes on
incredible!
Woo! I'm blown away.
It's like
Wow,
an
Jim, that's
incredible
really cool.
addition
I'm back.
to what's already been shown to be an incredible campaign.
Yeah,
I
there we
mean,
go.
who would have thought that a movement that was out to create comics reminiscent of the 90s era of superheroes would suddenly have a historical biopic, so to speak, in it, just
Exactly.
running away with everything.
And speaking of 90s superheroes, I'll just show you one last thing.
We got a new backer.
Very
We
cool.
did. Thank you.
Checking on
Thank
the
you, whoever
campaign.
you are. I'm sure I can probably look and see, but I want to be surprised.
Okay, you might be familiar who this character is. I started this for Ethan like a year ago, and I didn't realize my Twitter would have. When I changed my Twitter channel name, it's literally wiped all of the conversation out, so now I have to wait for him to reply to actually see what the fuck I've done.
Damn.
So this is a work in progress of Pitt, since he is now acquired.
Nice.
They're going into the fray of Cguk.
Yeah, baby, get it here.
I was doing this. Oh shit! No. Yes, this was like one of the first. A final thing will look like. It's probably tanking my computer though.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Yes, it is. We can hear it.
Yeah. Whether this turns into something or not, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so I've been. So I'm primarily a 2D artist because I do the Doomsday Kingdom comic, but I've been wanting to get into more 3D stuff, just future-proofing my body because my hands are really in pain when I'm drawing a lot, so it's a lot less taxing for me to do like sculpting. So that's something I'm setting myself up for more in the future. But like I say, the Charlie Chaplin is the first like full project, and then there's another one that might be done with Samete, which I won't reveal too much about that, but just getting my name out there in CG for miniature production or actual statue size as well. So this pit one, I'm actually prototyping this pit as like a full, not quite quarter scale, probably like 6 scale. So it's still like quite a big beast because it's so fucking big anyway. So that's going to be
when you
interesting.
sculpt, do you sculpt with like Oculus Rift, or is it Blender?
No.
Or what?
It's a ZBrush.
Okay, ZBrush, but with a mouse and like a tablet, or Oculus Rift?
No, tablet. So I used to just always use Cintiqs.
Okay.
But
Alrighty.
I suffer with this condition that really fucks up all of my joints. So I've just gone back into using like the old large Wacom, just like normal pen tablets, which is a lot better for my posture.
That is true. You don't bend over as much.
Yeah. That's what my boyfriend keeps telling me, but
I was wondering if I should insert joke here.
Yeah.
I had to insert something there.
Nicely
was
said.
Yeah, like I do
Nicely
actually
set up,
have,
RJ.
I actually have the Oculus Quest 2, so I use Gravity Sketch for like very rudimentary sketching. I've also started using that for concepting like pinup illustrations and stuff like that, because you can. The cool thing about being in VR is that you can set up a camera and hold it. That it's like you're actually filming, and obviously you can walk around if you've got a big enough space, which I do in my studio, like where I'm not at today. So literally, like I like when it comes to comics now, I like just planning everything out in 3D and just using like a handheld camera to like experiment with shots and play with the field of view and stuff like that. Which obviously you can do in any 3D program, but it's like you're actually directing a film in VR, which is really cool.
So how do you sculpt in 3D? I mean, do you start with like drawing it by hand, or do you go with, because I've seen these other 3D things where it's like, hey, you want a human body? Boom, there it is. You want to change the dimensions? Okay, you just start changing the numbers and the body just starts morphing on the screen. I'm not sure where you start with.
It's an industry standard practice to use what people call base meshes, which are usually just pre-made bodies that you've done yourself to use in future projects. So you're not having to like sculpt the body from scratch like every single time. And obviously the more monster related stuff, it's not even going to be recognizable as a human by that point. So they're all just like little starting points. But when I'm doing like sketches. So I can't even say much about Cemetti's project, but sometimes I'll just do it from like a sphere and just mold it, especially for sketches, because it's like I just want to get the whole thing done in like 2 hours, and it's like very rudimentary. Like you couldn't use it for production, but it gets you the idea. And like I say, if you're used to sketching and drawing normally, it's a lot quicker in 3D because you already know how to draw. It's just in 3D itself. So it's cool. But there's multiple ways of doing it, and there's always people when it comes to any digital anything where they're like, oh, it's cheating because you've used a pre-made person or whatever. But it's like, but this person's now been turned into something completely different. Like, you still need to know how to do all that. And when it comes to like 3D printing and stuff, you really have to like pay attention to the geometry of stuff in 3D and make sure that you know what to look for if there's like clipping issues. Because even if there's something like a stray pixel, that can fuck up your entire print. And it could have taken like 16 hours to print something in resin. And you realize there's this like floating artifact that the printer's trying to print, and it'll just turn your whole thing into mush, basically.
Yeah. It's not connected to anything. It's kind of out there floating.
Yeah. It's a really weird thing. So like XM Studios, who are like Sideshow Collectibles, who do like the big licensed Hot Toys figures, and they do like the big premium format statues. There was an interesting workshop because ZBrush do like a summit every year, and they'll show like the industry methods and stuff like that. And XM do the same thing. Like they'll use a base mesh. Obviously, they'll make them themselves, and they've got people to like make, blockouts. But that's all it really is. It saves you like an hour at most. Then it comes to like the Charlie Chaplin. I actually did that on my iPad, which was the blockout stuff, because iPad has Nomad Sculpt, which is an amazing app, which I would recommend if anyone uses an iPad. And then I'll just bring that to ZBrush to do like the higher res stuff, because the iPad can't really compete with my computer. But it's a really cool tool to like just get everything out there. Even like doing guns and props and stuff in Nomad is literally just a case of like dragging primitive shapes like cubes and spheres and all this kind of stuff. It's crazy what you can actually do with it, and with it being handheld is even better.
I'm assuming you can also buy packages of pre-made things that you can also adjust, like a package of guns. So you can take a basic rifle and stretch it out and morph it into a ray.
I literally have like a folder full of like stuff. If you're really into doing like mechs and like giant robot things, the term for it is called greebles. And people literally like post like $2, $5 packages, or even free packages of just like random bolts and cables and stuff like that. Stuff that even doing like one cable can take you like 20 minutes. And now imagine doing like a Gundam figure. Like, you don't want to be putting all your effort into that stuff. You want to, the creativeness comes from doing the overall thing of it. And it's the same as like hiring someone else to do it. Like if you go on Fiverr, it's like, oh, I want you to do me this model or this prop because I'm not good at hard surface modeling, etc. Like I prefer doing like humanoid things anyway. But if it's like a really intricate gun, like I was doing a graveyard shift statue just for myself, just as I was learning stuff. The body and the metallic, easy enough to do, but then it's like, now how the hell do I do this gun? It's like a double-barreled pistol, sci-fi looking thing. It's like, do I really want to spend like 5 hours doing it? Even though I know how to do it, it's just like, I don't want to put that time into that when I can make the character look as good as it can. And I could just pay $50 for someone to make me a gun. It's a lot quicker. So that's my whole like mentality of my collectibles company, is literally I'll hire like a production company to do the professional pressure casted stuff, and even their master prototypes are on like $100,000 printers. If it's stuff for personal projects, then I'll just do that on my own, because I've got like 6 different 4K Anycubic monos, which are awesome, but it's just material cost and all that shit. I mean, luckily now I have a space for it, because the only reason why I've been offline for like a year is because I had nowhere to set everything up, because I was in between houses, and I've literally now like got my own art studio. So this year's the year.
What happened to the van? Is it being impounded?
No, the van is in the car park near me. I live in a cottage now.
Yeah.
Which I've been there since November, so I'm going to be here.
Nice
for
bit of cottaging.
Yeah. So all that long preamble shit to say that Jim is back in the online stratosphere.
Woo!
Welcome back,
Woo.
Jim.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
I
Glad
think
you're
it's
back.
cool all the different things that these 3D printers can print in. 'Cause I've seen them print in chocolate of all things.
Yeah. There's even
Yeah.
like I say, there's dental versions of the same machines that you can buy as a consumer. So if you want to make your own like dentures, which I might end up doing in the future, it's like, who wants to buy some teeth?
That is
Look at the one
awesome.
that you can just load it with whatever you want. Like, you want to make, figures made out of dried apples, throw apples in the top of it and grind them up. And just,
Yeah.
it'll just
I mean, that's
extrude it.
that's the beauty of it. Like I was watching this guy who set his own company up like a few years ago, and he literally makes like 200 grand a year printing a very specific part for like a motorbike, because it would cost like a customer like $400 to get it from the place, but he can do it for like 100. It's just like it's just opened up so many doors for people.
Yeah.
And like people, like there's one guy who like makes a living on Etsy just selling like washing machine knobs, like dials. Nothing sexual, Rob. It's just crazy.
But where did the old one go?
I know. Like, how often do you really use the washing machine that much for it to fall off? But
Yeah, well,
that's the internet.
Some people really like washing machines.
Especially on spin cycle, I'm telling you.
Like
Just
that.
a question about the washing machine knobs. Is it a hot
Yeah.
point?
Of course. Right. Anyway,
yeah, we're
to
back.
this goddamn
Rob is back.
campaign.
Let's check back in on RJ's book.
Yeah.
We still have two backers, two greatly appreciated backers. And
Oh,
by the
yeah.
way, this is a flexible goal. So guess what? If this is
You're
where it
getting
ends,
your
I've got to print 2 books, and I will print 2 books.
I'm sure it'll be more. Nice.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine.
Well, it'll actually be 20 more, because while there will be one of however many there are here, part of the contract with the contributors was that they will get an author's copy, and it's going to be this one. But theirs won't be one of 200. Theirs will be author's copies. So there's only going to be 20 of those in existence.
Nice.
Have you covered how much postage is to all the amazing people on the right side of the world?
I don't know. I hope so. I mean, the writers have already been
Who's
paid.
watching television?
Oh, is that you?
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah.
it was Scotty. Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Copyright strike averted.
Yep.
Yes.
It
No
happens.
showing
no
of the young
worries.
ones on YouTube.
Yeah. So what's the postage on this book? Because
It's a good question, because I forgot. I'm shipping it. So if I've underestimated the postage,
22 USD, I'm seeing.
22 USD to ship to the UK. Okay, that sounds about right.
Well, it's to the
because-
Netherlands, but I'm pretty sure it's to the United States as well. To the United Kingdom as well.
That's
What's
like
that in real money?
19, 18 pounds.
Less
More or
than
less.
that.
I can't. It's $9 shipping in the US.
There you go.
I actually had to click on it to try to
Yeah,
find
it's,
mine,
it's 17 and a half.
but- yeah. And it's going to be as cheap as possible, because guess what? We have a shipping hub in Europe that we utilize for shipping other people's comics, and I'm going to be my own client.
So now you say in Europe, which country in Europe?
Yeah,
The most expensive one.
of course.
Germany.
It's in Switzerland.
Oh wow. Okay.
Huh.
Oh, anything to do with David Feed?
It has everything to do with David Feet.
There you go.
Here we go.
David-
We cracked the case. Well done, boys.
Join us next week for another case for the Bargain Bin Boys. Yes.
And while we're at it, if we ship to Australia, the hub there has everything to do with Dean James. So
Hmm.
Australia is a weird one, because the rabbi who shipped through us, he had said, I got another one. I need to send one book to Australia, and I'm like, oh man,
Yeah.
No, not oh man.
you don't
Australia.
get any bulk discount with one book.
Yeah.
No,
And it was
for
going
sure.
to Sydney. So I checked the price to Sydney, and it was like $85 US. He's like,
Wow.
"Oh, I can't." I was like, "Let me check because something's wrong." And every time I ran it to Sydney, it was $85. Like, well, I just shipped to Melbourne to, curiously enough, to Dean James, one book. It was only like $45. So I rerouted it to Melbourne, and it came up $45. I was like, well, what is it going to take from Melbourne to Sydney? $10. So I saved him $20 by going around the ass end of Sydney and coming up Melbourne and then going back across country, which is, what we do now for all our books. We go through Melbourne and he forwards them on. I don't know why it's cheaper that way, but it is,
crazy.
so we do it.
That's still a lot.
It's probably the fact that Melbourne is probably the place where mail just comes in, so it's cheaper from the United States to there, and then it's local shipping.
Possibly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
I had a package sent from Australia to Germany. I've had two in the last few times in the past couple of years. One was kind of expensive, but one it was only like the weight of a couple of floppies.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like $6 Australian. That was it. That was like really, really cheap. Couldn't believe how cheap it was. Yeah.
Now, did it really cost him $6 Australian when you got the
Well,
package?
it said so on the package.
Well, then it would be.
Yeah. So Australia is a bit of a funny.
Was that back when Australian money was still worth something and they hadn't?
Oh no, this is only last year, the year before.
Well, the year before, yeah.
Australian money was ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like a year before, I could send things for like 18 euros to the United States, and now it's double.
Ah, right. Yeah. Okay, maybe that's it then.
Yeah.
Okay. How about we hit the RJ with some more of those random questions?
Oh yeah, go on then.
I excel at random.
Yeah, we noticed. Holy crap.
Okay. Oh, he's got another challenge.
Another challenge pitch.
Oh boy.
Pitch me the book in your best southern accent.
Lots of
fellas.
Well, y'all know I'm from Arkansas, so that's going to be a little bit hard to do here now. But let me just put it to you like this here. If you like stories about the devil, if you like stories about people who meet the devil, if you like stories about people who rebuke the devil, and I rebuke the devil, I rebuke you in Jesus' name. If you want to rebuke the devil, you get this book about the devil. You watch how people rebuke the devil. He does not win. The devil is a loser. He's a liar. He's the father of lies and the same of. Now, you just buy this book, and you show the devil what for.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Well done.
I think the message out of that was he refutes the devil.
Yes.
The moral of the story is
Back this book.
So many preachers are Southern, and I've heard so many of them.
Oh no, we're gonna relive some childhood trauma in a minute. Oh wait.
Oh, nice.
Okay, here's one for everyone. What's your earliest memory?
Well, my earliest memory is when I had to take over from the main CGuk group and whip you ne'er-do-wells into shape. Without me, you wouldn't have this show.
You did that for 1 week. Where did you go then?
The first week, I made sure that you was all going to be okay on your own, and then I left.
Oh, he's like the older brother, isn't he?
And look where you are now.
It's all
Don't blame me, though.
Yeah, no, it must have been one of the first shows, like literally that I at least was in the chat with. Man, it was a while ago.
Yeah.
Aye.
A while ago, and a whole lot of genitalia themed sea life.
Even at that time, I was an incel.
Can I? Is this question just for Mike Jimmy then?
No. This was for the whole team.
For everybody. Well, okay. What is your favorite memory of the Bag and Bin guys or the Bag?
I already told you guys that.
What
my earliest favorite memory is this.
Is that Rattle?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I had to draw Rob riding a turtle. So I had to throw Rattle in it to make that clear who it was.
I don't even remember what was the scenario there. Like, how did...
Something
It was
about
just a
a
Pictionary.
desert island, wasn't it? I
Oh,
just
it's
saw-
Pictionary.
Oh, Pictionary. Alrighty.
Anyway, my favorite memory was when I also left the bargain bin. So with that, I'm going now.
Adieu.
I'll see you all later.
Cool.
Take it easy, dude.
Have a good campaign, RJ.
Thank you.
Okay, I
buddy.
guess here's one for everyone. What would you sell your soul to the devil for?
Oh God. Everlasting gobstopper.
Infinite knobs.
What was that? Knobs? What? What point knobs?
An immortal, healthy 30.
You know what? I don't think.
Wow. Yeah, no, I agree, RJ, and I haven't even reached 30 yet. I agree.
I don't
Because when I was
think
30,
the devil could afford mine.
yeah, old enough to old enough to
everything.
not have any hassles with stuff, young enough to still look at 20-year-olds, and
This guy's
young enough
priorities,
that,
right?
yeah, and young enough that everything still worked.
But with looking at 20-year-olds, there's a formula. There's a mathematical formula for that, right? And the idea is you divide your own age by half, by 2, and then add 6, and that is then the youngest you can go for of the your main. I won't say your opposites, the opposite sex, but your main attraction. No?
Your main
Yeah,
attraction.
So
that is literally a law in the Netherlands.
Is
No.
Derek
I'm legit.
That would be illegal for me.
I am actually legit.
How old
Because
are you,
Neve's
Aria?
12. Well, Jim,
So that's why he's looking for comfort in furries. She's not old enough yet.
See, exactly. Mike's plushie doesn't count. That's
oh,
inanimate
No,
object.
it doesn't count. It's
A year old.
It doesn't
You
mean anything.
monster.
There was a great Evan and Costello routine where he's basically told, you're so old and a girl is so old. It's like, I think you're
Hang
20
on.
and she's 5, so you're 4 times her age. But if you wait 5 years, she's 10 and you're 25. Now you're only 2.5 times her age. How many years until you and she are the same age? Mathematically, it seems possible, but
Realistically, no.
Okay, let's spin it
There
again.
was a joke there somewhere of
somewhat.
can't remember somewhere. We were celebrating our 10th year anniversary in a restaurant last night, and it was an anniversary and a birthday. But the looks we got from all the other guests, they really spoiled my girlfriend's 15th birthday. Can I get
Well,
a
I'm
big
green.
package? Big
Big
Big package.
I don't think Jack has ever said big package in his life.
I only save it for the special times.
Okay.
None of which occur on the bargain bin.
No.
They only occur at home, apparently. Oh, he's gone. What have I said? Another big package.
No.
Okay, this one's one for RJ then. Rank all 9 Star Wars movies. Go.
Oh gosh.
I have to think. What are we still saying? There's only 9 of them after Solo and Rogue One and all of that.
Yes.
All main ones.
Okay. 5, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9.
Interesting.
I can get behind that.
So, where's number 1 in your
Yeah,
ranking one?
Empire
The first
Strikes
one.
Back.
Okay.
What? No. No. movie number one. Where is it in your ranking?
Oh, it was fourth.
That's
The
interesting because
prequels were better
Yeah.
than the sequels.
Hmm.
Now, I still had, issues with the idea that Anakin was the Christ, basically. I mean, I'm watching the movie, I'm like, so wait a second, you're telling me that Mary was overshadowed by the Holy Ghost and conceived?
Yeah, there's a lot of
That's
people
fair.
who really don't like Jar Jar Binks. So
You know what? Jar Jar Binks works if they would have just come out and said that he was the Sith Lord behind everything. Have you ever
Yes.
seen that conspiracy theory video?
Yeah.
Because they show him, you're like, look, he's like drunken master. He's racing around, falling over everything, but everything he falls over causes damage to the enemy.
Yeah.
if Disney had brought out episode 1 today, you know what everybody would call Jar Jar Binks, right?
No.
What?
Goofy. Oh, God!
Yeah. And yes, Jacobus, you're right.
Well, what did he say?
What's he saying?
Rob is the Jar Jar Binks of the bargain bin.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, you could say that in absentia.
Mhm.
Misa have to be a Greek.
Oh, gosh.
That was just your marmalade voice.
Yup.
Oh, marmalade's totally different, man.
Yeah, fair.
Uh-oh. One more time,
Big
guys.
package!
Big package!
Big package!
Big packages.
Oh,
That
no more
put the
big
numbers
packages.
down. Oh, bless.
Oh, this is one from Jack. I asked the guys in the group chat for random questions, and Jack gave me 2 really philosophical, deep ones, like this one, for example.
yeah, totally. I totally
This is-
would. I don't care.
This is the trolley problem, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the trolley problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of 10 people.
Yeah.
Do I get to pick?
If you got one.
Yes, you get to pick who you kill.
Oh, perfect.
I was
Well,
going to say, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, what are the names?
There's 8 billion people in this world. I can find 10.
Maybe
Why do I have to stop at 10?
Exactly.
my thoughts exactly. Yeah.
Maybe Jack is struggling with a real life problem here, and he actually wants to know.
Asking for a friend.
This was sort of like the plot of 100 Bullets. It's like, here's an untraceable gun and 100 untraceable bullets, and just watch what the people do with them.
Okay, RJ. This one was inspired by your jingle. So, what is your favorite podcast?
My favorite podcast outside of the CGUK bargain bin, of course.
Hey!
Hey. Sunday Funnies
I
on the Raging 2 ABC network. Randy Zimmerman's work on that. Mike Jimmy's on there a lot. He knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, totally.
That's
they're
must
great.
listen.
I'm stuck between the Sunday Funnies and the Raging Vlogs because I love Nita and Daphne's and previously Nita and Meredith's chemistry. It just works and it's such a fun show.
Very cool, dude. Very cool. And for Rob, a podcast is kind of like what we're doing now. It's a bit like the radio, but on the internet.
I love the way Jacobus has got his microphone off and you can still hear him laughing.
You're getting called out, mate. You better just go because
Go pour your guests tea.
yes. Spill the tea.
Hey, what's a crumpet?
Don't shake no.
What's a crumpet?
It goes with tea. I've never had crumpets with tea.
Me neither.
Crumpets like breakfast, mate. Okay, dude. Doesn't the devil want your soul?
Why doesn't he want it? Oh my goodness.
Not even he's that depraved.
Ha!
Has he seen the shit we do on here?
He doesn't want the
Oh, sorry,
competition.
was this for RJ? Sorry, my apologies.
I think it's for everybody. He doesn't want the competition.
Ha! Yeah, he kept looking for mine, but you know I'm ginger.
Oh!
Oh my God, you killed Kenny.
You bastard!
He doesn't want mine because I'm too polite. I ask people to please and thank you back to back.
Well, that's the thing. I always say I'm not a good man. I'm a kind one. And there's a big difference between those.
Yeah, Dutch children are nice, but German children are kinder. Only works when you write it out.
Oh my gosh, that was an incorrigible punster here. Please don't encourage him anymore.
And if you add en, they're Dutch again.
Kinderen.
Kinderen. Ah, die Kinder. Jawohl.
This one's for RJ.
Well, I'm at a bit of a loss because I don't know who Postman Pat is.
Oh my God.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat and his black and white cat. There you go.
This is a show with which I'm not familiar.
That doesn't clear up.
My good sir, we have to educate you.
Yeah. In German, Postträger Pat. What about in Dutch?
Piet.
What? Piet.
Yeah, here we go.
Well, you just call him
my screen
Pete in Dutch.
Yeah. Piet.
Okay.
That's how we
So
spell
the rest of the world has Postman Pat, and you have Pete.
Because in Holland, he's unemployed.
Ha! No, I'm showing him off.
Oh, so that.
There we go. Postman
He looks
Pat
like an
is
Art
going
Studios
places.
guy.
Yeah, he's cool. I loved him as a kid, and he was a stop motion animation, really good at that.
Yeah,
For the
Davina.
time.
We have. Shall I seek it out? Some bright spark in the UK has done Postman Pat with alternative lyrics. Rude, rude. Yeah, shall I find it?
Yes.
Just Google Postman Pat. Just
It'd be a
Google
good way to
Postman
end the
Pat
show.
Rule 34.
Let's move on with the next question first, and then
Do not go for Rule 34. No.
Postman Pat.
No Postman Pat Rule 34. Okay.
We'll close the show with it, Rob. Get it ready for us.
Dave, I haven't replaced you. I'm just a better candidate.
I love this.
Okay, RJ,
I'm
what
on
is your
fire
favorite
tonight.
thing in the world?
My favorite thing in the whole world. This is a thing, not a person. So my son, don't take offense.
We don't want to know what's in your trousers.
My favorite thing.
What is your second favorite thing?
Comic books. Comic books are my favorite thing. I've been reading comics since I was 4 years old.
Ha, nerd.
I learned how to read off of comic books. I've told you guys this story before, I'm sure, where, I was in first grade. I didn't know that everybody else couldn't read. I thought it was just like, we read words. That's how we're human beings. That's what we do. So, she's doing this big chart and she's holding it up and reading it out loud to the class. And I'm like, following an ant on the floor or tying my shoe again. Mm-hmm. And next thing I look up, she's right in my face. She's like, would you like to read to the rest of the class? I'm like, I'm 5 years old. Sarcasm's new to me. So I took her to word and I read the thing. I said, plants create energy through a process called photosynthesis in which they take sunlight through their chlorophyll cells. And it's like from second grade reading right away.
Wow.
Well,
Nice.
and I could have told her, it's like, yeah, that's how the Floronic man operates. That's where I was learning it all. I was learning flash facts. It's like, and don't get me started on matter and antimatter because that'll just end the world. Really touch.
Tree goblin.
anything readable for me as well, like books, comics, the whole shebang. Just give me something to read.
My favorite thing in the whole world is Bristolian Dave, and it breaks my heart every week that he's not here.
You kiss Neve with that mouth.
How does it feel when your nose grows?
I got to say, more than comics, even my favorite thing is the freedom to travel. I really travel, like long and far.
Yeah, no.
But comics come a close second.
Okay, here's another deep philosophical one from Jack.
Are you kidding me? We know exactly what every single one of us is gonna do right now.
Yeah, where does the soul live? Motown.
That's right.
Or Barnsley.
Where does the soul live? The soul lives in an adjacent dimension parallel to ours, occupying the same physical space where your body is. So it's not in the brain or in the heart, because sometimes you see people get separated from their souls while they're still alive.
Join us in a magical world of mayhem and mystery.
I agree. Rob's soul lies in his voice, and you can really tell that when he's singing the Bargain theme too.
Also, don't ever put me through old Rob again.
Oh yeah, Rob. I started the show off with a GIF of you.
With a what? What?
With this.
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la.
Ma ding ding dong.
Because I hit it on.
I don't know if I have to feel old or just I've heard that meme so often. I'm done.
That's fun software, though. I did one with the heads of Vision and Scarlet Witch singing "It Was Agatha After All." It's been Agatha all along, I guess.
All right, this one's for Roger. Yes. So, what do you do to chill out after a long day of fulfilling campaigns?
I go to bed, and I'll tell you why. Because all day long, I've got the job to do, the day job, which is programming and everything else. Fulfilling the campaigns is the way I chill out. I've got high blood pressure of a kind, so I take medicine for it just because it's minor stuff. But I go twice a week to donate plasma, basically to earn money to fulfill my business here. And whenever they're taking my blood pressure, I just close my eyes and I go through the motions of folding a Gemini box in my head over and over, because it's such a zen and calming experience, and it's just repeatable. It's like, cool. Put it in the folder, close it, take it, put it in the
Now I have visions of RJ in like a kimono, like folding boxes.
It's the most calming thing I've ever done, is to just lay everything out on the workspace and just pull it, fold it, tape it, bag it. Pull it, fold it, tape it, bag it. Yes, smash that like. Tickle the algorithm.
That like.
Please tickle my algorithm. That's something you don't hear every day.
Okay.
You don't want to hear it every day.
For sure.
Okay. Other than Critical Blast, what does CV really stand for?
Oh boy.
Criminal background.
Oh, I used to work for a logistics company, one of many, and I was contracting there at night. And they put me on a desk in the recruiting section to do programming for them. And the people were doing the background checks, and they were like, looking at DWI, all that stuff. And one of them turns around and says, "I got one I've never seen before. Can anybody help me with this?" I'm like, "Oh, what is it?" She's like, AWDWWITK. And they're like, "What? AWDWI?" I was like, I turned around and said, "Assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill. We don't want him."
Oh,
wow.
Whoa.
I was surprised
Wow.
they
You
actually
think
abbreviated
maybe
that
they
one,
put
but-
it like that to see if they could slip it under the door, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, WDWWITK. Sounds cute.
Oh my god. Bloody hell.
Wow.
CB stands for comic
Okay.
book. CB stands for Citizens Band Radio, good buddy. 10-4 on that
Yeah,
one.
rubber chicken.
Okay, well, the last three. I have no idea what they are.
Yeah.
Okay, RJ, what is your biggest fear?
It's not heights, but it's heights from a precarious foothold.
Oh, so like standing on a ledge.
Yeah, a narrow ledge. Like watching Tom Cruise at the beginning of Mission Impossible 2 hanging off the side of that thing. No, that just makes my scrotum tighten up and my testicles go up to my spleen and just think, oh, me.
Oh my god, what just happened to my favorite thing in the world?
Yeah, I wake up from nightmares of like, not falling out of planes, but weirdly enough, like hanging onto a cable from a plane that my hands are slipping down. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But like, have you guys watched the new Jackass? They make this one guy go skydiving, and he can't do heights, and there's this point where he's just sat in the plane, just holding the two guys next to their shoulders and like vice gripping them, and I'm thinking that would be me. I would
Yeah.
I would probably die before I hit the ground out of just irrational panic.
I'd either be too frozen to pull the ripcord, or I'd pull the ripcord and I'd look back and boxer shorts would be flying up behind me because it'd be somebody's laundry bag instead of a parachute.
Well, I'm a little, as I understand it, I'm a little like RJ, like standing too close to a cliff edge or standing like, even with like some kind of barrier in front of me, sometimes I can just feel my knees go, yeah. But I've been in a hot air balloon and I've been in a delta wing, one of these hang gliders with a motorized trike.
Planes didn't exist back then, Rob.
I've been on the cliffs of Mohair, standing less than 2 or 3 feet away from the edge.
Yeah.
Sheer drop down 900 feet.
Yeah, but that's only a couple steps for you, right?
That is. God damn it.
Are you afraid of scuffing your knee?
And the fact that at that depth, the ocean below me, if I would even reach that, would be concrete.
Yeah.
And what scares me even more than standing on a ledge like that, because we have one near me that I stop at every once in a while. I just go out and take a look at the lake. It's like a few hundred feet up. It's not so much the fear of standing there. It's the fear of this impulse in the back of my head to jump.
Yes.
Dude. Now that took a dark turn very quickly.
Morbid curiosity at its best.
And it's not like I'm ending it all. I just want to jump. It's just like, jump. Just do it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Because you can.
Have you ever jumped off the side of a ship though? I've done that once, and whoa, it took a lot. It took a lot.
Yeah.
I have. I've done that, like jumping off a boat, and scary stuff. Okay, what campaigns are we looking forward to, guys?
Pretty much everything people are creating here.
I'm looking forward to Rattle and Roll too.
Yes. I'm looking forward to Radiant Sight.
Well,
I just think that's a beautiful looking
weeks.
book.
The comic is done. I just have to finish lettering it. And then it's going to go to Kickstarter, but I'm going to print it during the campaign. So the Indiegogo backers are going to get it first.
I'm looking forward to Charlie's London too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, for sure. What, are you not?
Oh no, I didn't mean to sound unenthusiastic when I said that.
This is a repeat question.
It didn't get removed.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's a good segue because I'll tell you one book I'm looking forward to. It'd be this one, The Devil You Know Better, by
Hey.
R.J. Carter himself. The man, the myth, the legend, the guy who's responsible for shipping 90% of CG's UK's books. So, you should probably check it out. I posted the link several times through this show, and but in case you missed them all, there it is. It's also pinned at the top of the description. So
that's the link to this show.
That's the wrong link.
That's the link to this show, not the campaign.
Oh, God.
But come on in.
Come on in. The water's fine. There we go. That's the one. That's the one you want.
Okay.
And for those of you who are going to be up late tonight in the UK with nothing better to do, at 8 Eastern on the Critical Blast channel, youtube.com/c/Critical Blast, we are going to be having the book party with as many of the contributors of this book who can show up. So you'll get to meet the authors.
Oh, very cool.
Cool.
Did you say you had
late? Oh, go on then. Sorry.
Did you say you had some British creators on there?
Yes, we do. More than a couple.
We're gonna have to watch them and see if they want to join us in our little group chat.
Yeah. I jumped in a bit late. Who do we know? Who are the familiar faces that are part of this book?
Well, I will give you the entire list of contributors right here. Other than the foreword, which is written by me, The Devil Came Home to Roost by Hart D. Fisher, Ad Majorum Satanae Gloriam by Damascus Mintzmeyer, Justice by Rose Strickman, Syntaxes by Tim McDaniel, The Kingman Deal by Troy Reiser, Sword of Fire by Stanley B. Webb, Tea with the Devil by Anna Taborska, Salt Gets in Your Eyes by Nadia Stephen Rising, I Wear Devils by James Maxey, Don't Be Cruel by Ray Zacek, The Faustian Frequent Flyer by P. Anthony Ramanauskas, Behind the Eight Ball by Edward R. Rosick, Dancing with the Devil by L. N. Hunter, Netherworld Express by Charlie Jones, Protege by Ken McGregor, Mysterious Ways by Richard J. Brewer, Hell's Kitchen by Lena Ng, Fire Escape by Diana Olney, Omnipotent by Ravenna Blazecroft, and El Diablo by Mike Barron.
You hear that, guys? He's got Stan Lee on the book. Did you hear that?
Yeah, Stan Lee. He's something published posthumously. He mailed it in. Did an interview with the guy. So
it was a little post-mortem, but that's okay.
It was a little stiff.
It was a bit of a stiff read. Okay, very cool. So go check out the book, guys. I appreciate everyone who showed up. Yeah, very cool. And check out RJ's stream later where we get to meet some of the creators. Rob.
Yeah.
No copyright strike for this, I don't think.
Man. Fucking meow. There we go. First stop, Evan. Yeah, hello. What have you got? Oh, not fucking eBay again. The greedy cunts. Just open the door.
Turn up the volume, man.
Oh, fucking it's all fake. We've got to fucking jail for this, you know. Fucking tell you. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, Jess, what's that? What's that? Hey, look, dicky bits. Get him. Oh, you fucking shit.
My this is your fucking wanker.
Back off. Oh, Magnum. I fucking got something for you.
Unless there's any fucking look to that, like.
You're fucking joking. You in there, love. You in. Oh, fuck, I've dropped you, Gyro.
You cunt.
Fucking get on that one. Jess, just see the look on his face then. Oh, that was fucking mint. Oh, fuck me, here they are. Jesus Christ, that one in Noralia. Here's your parcels now, fuck off. Here we are, all medalist. What the fucking hell? What if I fucking told you I'm putting that on him? Put them, did you cunt? Fucking get it sorted.
Bargain bin, let's see what crowd is in. Baba Dave and his hair, he's old man, but please don't stare. Alright, he's on the bargain bin. Next on up is Jacobus, with computer skills most dubious. Can he play a video stream? Way, here is the bag and bin. Bonus section, it's area black. For the furries, he's got your back. A long relief that rhymes with Steve. Can she weave? She'll knit you a sleeve. Whoa, they're on the bag and bin. It's on Monday night. If you're lucky, it's on time. It's a pile of shite, but to miss it is a crime. Just out the gate, it's Rob TP. He's not a dog, but he'll make you pee. Up for a laugh, he'll laugh at Oat. If he falls flat, he'll get his coat. Whoa, we are the bag and bin. You heard the bag and bin, huh? This is the bag and bin.